Welcome back to another unboxing video. Today I'm super excited, and I know typically when we get new games in the post we're very excited, and having lots of interesting big huge Kickstarter games I rarely get that much excited. I have to admit this is one of these exceptions that I'm super duper pumped about unboxing this one. This is a game which is called Harakiri Blades of Honor. It's already out from its first crowdfunding campaign. It's going to have a reprint and an expansion in fall soon. Looking forward to that one. It's a game that it falls under the category of adventure, exploration, fantasy, fighting, horror and mythology games, and it's a game for 1 to 4 players that plays around 60 to 150 minutes per session, ages 14 and up, and with a complexity 3.4 out of 5. The designers are Fernando Gamero and Joel Torres, and the publisher is Synergic Games. There are many mechanisms involved in terms of gameplay. Just to mention a few, you have action points, cooperative game, dice rolling, grid movement, modular board, role-playing, storytelling and variable player powers. This is a very rich thematic adventure game with lots of interesting concepts. It has 2 different phases: the exploration phase, which is like a zoomed out adventure on the map, and then you go zoom in right in the location where you are with different tiles and play a much closer perspective on what you're doing, and with a lot of tactical options, story, narrative and lots of interesting decisions. Now just to give you a bit of background, Harakiri Blades of Honor is a multi-campaign cooperative board game of adventure and fantasy for up to 4 players. After a blood civil war, the emperor was banished himself, and the empire fell into darkness, governed under the tyranny of the Dark Shogun. You pick one hero, each of them with their background and skill tree, to embark with your gaming group on an epic adventure. You travel through the Japan, where you will be able to trade, visit shrines to increase your divine connection to your associated god, learn about the story of each characters, and many more in an evolving map with lots of things to interact with, and lots of decisions and failures or successes to face. Each hero will of course have a customized board with many options to decide their way of playing. You will focus on the divine powers, unleashing a devastating god mode to use as a final option, sacrificing your own body on the process, or you would prefer to unveil your own history via personal missions. Lots of different decisions, many options are laid before you, and choices that you'll have to make to move along. The game has lots of interesting concepts. I'm not going to dive more into details. We're going to cover the game with lots and lots of content. I'm very much looking forward to spend a ton of time on this one and create videos, content, photograph it, and share my gaming experience along the way. So for this video, let's just dive into the unboxing of what we have. This is the all gameplay in pledge. You could also get it from for limited time from the website of the company, and it's going to be a reprint soon. So this is the core game. It has Act 1 and Act 2. We have miniatures. We have a very specific solo dedicated experience. You can also have solo from the core box, if I'm not mistaken, but this is from the bottoms up, designed specifically for a solo unique experience, Harakiri Jubet's Curse. And you also have the Wrath of the Gods with a fantastic dragon miniature and more content and material in there. So as you see, my table is full, so I'll have to move things around. Just start unpacking everything. Okay. One last thing I want to mention, which I have to admit I was very surprised about it. This box, it's quite big. It's, you know, it's very, very big. It's not Frost Heaven or Gloomhaven size, but it's very close. Okay, not as tall maybe, but it is amazingly difficult to lift. It's 16 kilos, and this has a ton of boards, tiles, and campaign books in there. It's really packed with material. I'm mentioning this because lots of games and lots of boxes come into my hands. I have a huge collection. I'm an board game enthusiast, and I love playing different games, and I've seen also similar games from this type of approach, you know, thematic games with campaigns, etc. Never before have I picked up a box that heavy. It's amazing. You have really difficulty to lift it from the table. Okay, so that being said, let's move things around. This is lighter because it has miniatures. It's full of miniatures, so it's easier to lift, but this is full of cardboard, paper, and very difficult to lift. This is the flip side of the box. It has fantastic art. The setting is unique. I never played a game with a similar setting, so very much looking forward to dive into the gameplay. It has a very rich world, both from presentation point of view but also from story, from what I'm hearing. So let's start seeing what we have. First of all, we have the player boards, the trays I should say, where I really like this because not only do they serve for storing, but you use them, I think, in the course of the game to save your progress. Put your player boards there and save everything, store everything and save everything as it should. Okay, so I'll know more about the details on how to use this after I have unpunched everything, of course, but this is a very unique system. I've seen it in other games also, but I really like when you have a solution to pack everything and just lift the box, take it out, and you don't have to set up your play area board again, and you just leave it as you had it before you. For purposes of saving table space, I'm going to move it out. There is a lid, plastic lid, to keep everything in place. Cool. Before throwing away remaining of punch boards, just make sure that everything comes up to the top. Maybe you can keep the punch boards and put them at the bottom so that it lifts everything up. We'll see. Huge amount of cards. We'll see more of that later. We have lots of punch boards, which are really nice tiles with a gorgeous art. Okay. And before doing anything else, I want to take all this material out because I want to lay in front of you the exploration board, the adventure board. Okay. Still, after removing all of this, this is really heavy. Okay, so you can get an idea of what to expect. So let me unfold the board so you can see the adventure map, the exploration map, as it's called. It's this one. And it's absolutely amazing. I love the colors. I love the fact that you have a nice cold area, coast area, different locations to visit, nice details on the art, nice details and clarifications, and you know, everything really looks nice. But before, let me show you. I mean, you see you have villages and fortresses and castles and locations to visit, all sorts of you know, different iced areas, snowed areas with sailboats and statues and all sorts of different things. So this is the first side of the box. Okay, sort of the map, one side. And then from the back you can find, even though you have tiles, you can find some already laid out area. So this looks really nice. There are some indoor locations. Maybe this is a castle. It has the garden with the paved stone. And wow. So this is one portion of the game, okay, because you have your adventure, you explore, and then when you go to different locations, you have the zoom in, let's say, experience interface with the area, which is consisted of the scenario and the tiles, and you know, making up the map of your location where you are, facing different choices. So let's now open the punch boards, which are quite a few, as you can see, to check out the tiles, the art, and the different material that we have here. Okay, so there are quite a few punch boards, as you can see. There are some really nice tiles. I'm just going to take everything out for the moment and then circle back to see close up the art. And you know, the details are really nice here. I'm very much excited to see the adventure when, you know, this and that location is used and what you do there and how you interact with this location and unfold the story. But as a concept, as a basic concept, having, you know, your adventure on, let's say, the map, like any adventure, and then your encounters, I should say, when you get closer to this location on the different gaming phase, it's something that really is realistic and something that I would expect in this type of games, and I'm very happy to see this format. There are other games that they do it also, but here the theme is also very unique, and I think even for that only, that makes it very, very, very interesting to check out. Okay, so I'm going to take remember, you already have the back side of the map with a zoomed out location. So now let's see the art here. Oh, look at the pond with the fish and the details and the flowers. This is really, really nice. Really, really nice art. Different settings. This is the port. We have a whale here, fishing boats. Very nice. You see, you have locations where you can move your minis, but they don't make a, let's say, a hard to the eye grid that it will make the art stand out less. Okay, it's very, very more alive, I should say, the setting, because if you had just grids on everywhere, it would be much more non-realistic. Not here, the art pops out very lively and very beautifully, so may I add. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, this is maybe a village. Okay, maybe we can also combine some of those together, smaller or larger. There's some crops here, and there is the river flowing, empowering this meal, I should say. Okay, so very nice art so far. There's this large one which has some kind of inner court of a temple, maybe. There's some sand there, a ballista. Look at the details. I should say the boards are really thick, matte print, beautiful colors, and highly detailed and illustrated. See this shipwreck and the things washed out by the sea. Absolutely amazing. Very much impressed with the art. Right, smaller tiles, square ones. We have snow here, maybe a house, the inner part of the house, bridge with a river, a stream, another indoor location, maybe some kind of a shop or something. Okay, and then we have smaller tiles which again have a variety of things to explore. Stairs leading to the top tier, a path, some temple maybe. Beautiful, beautiful, amazing, not just beautiful. And that's the last one. Okay, cool. Next thing we see is we have the heroes. Very nice that they had the actual mini at the back, because sometimes it's difficult to find out which with a quick glance, which character is mini wise, if such a word exists. So really nice to see that. More companies should be doing that, in my opinion. Ooh, maybe I should start with Hanako. Beautiful. Oh no. Having seen Shogun, the TV series recently, I must probably start with Akira, because some reason he reminds me of the main character. Maybe he's inspired from there, I don't know. Okay, absolutely amazing. And these are tiles, right? They go on your player board, in your tray, I should say. Oh, there are more, sorry, there are two more. Hikaru and Takashi. Nice. Okay, cool. Then, next thing that I want to touch, most probably I will leave these aside for the moment, because there are so many things to go through, so I want to make sure that I focus on what is most visually appealing, at least for me, before going to anything else. punch board with tokens. Okay. Then we have two huge books for Act 1 and Act 2, which look very, very, very hefty. Okay, player boards. I think this goes in your player tray, if not mistaken. I have to check out. The art is different. Beautiful. Yeah, okay. So let's put those here. Let's circle back to, just since we mentioned it, to these trays. And see, I need to check the, most probably the, but you see you can store everything here. That's nice. It fits well. So suppose you can save them with all your the status as they are at the time that you finish your session. Okay. Booklets for your heroes. Okay. So I'm not going to read those because it seems that it has specific story points or things to unlock, discover. Okay. Let's get everything out. Always checking for secrets, you never know. Okay. So let's open, start opening, let's say, this material first, these cards. I should mention that there is a ton of minis. I haven't shown you any minis yet because they're all in the second box. So let's put everything out. Let's see the art. Tengu. Okay. Goryeo. And I'm going to start pronouncing now because I'm not going to get it wrong for sure. Well, these are very, very unique. Oh, Onryo. Okay, Kachi. This is really, really nice. Really, really nice. Okay, cool. Right, then we have some envelopes. We have this one. These are like bosses, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, let's see that there. I'm not going to show you every single card and every single component or unpunch everything because the video is going to be huge. We're already way beyond 15 minutes, so just want to show you the beautiful art, the diversity in the characters. These are main characters. Okay, this is absolutely stunning. Cool. Right, okay, so what next? I want to open this, not to go through the material. I'm not going to make any spoilers, so don't worry, but just to give you an understanding of the content in terms of story. So we have Act 1 and Act 2. Okay, I mean, look at that, right? This will keep you occupied for a long time. I'm planning to really spend a lot of time with this game. But look at the format. It has story, it has a setup, it has details, it has text, it has narration. Absolutely amazing. In terms of expectations, at least. I will know more once I, of course, play the game. And here is Act 2. slightly thinner, but still quite thick, which is more. Right. Then we have two rule books, one for the exploration and one for the adventure, as it's called. Okay, and don't remember if which one is which is the exploration phase on the big map or adventure. Let's see. I think this one on the big map is the adventure, not exploration. It's called adventure phase. So here are the components, a ton of minis. You'll see more of those later. Tokens, dual-sided map, cards. This is how you set up the game, your play area. Okay, very nice. This is how you set up the map. And Shogun's turn. Seems very decent in terms of rules. Not a lot of things to have to read before you start playing. Okay, and here's the exploration phase. We also have one play rate for the two phases. Okay, here's the exploration phase rulebook, which is again not many pages. So here we have more minis. No, sorry, it's the same contents, just to illustrate again. It's just that here it focuses on the zoomed exploration phase. I always keep forgetting how it's called, one or the other. But here's the part where you just go in a location, in a town, in a city, in a fortress, and then you just make it up according to the scenario with the tiles, and you play what's happening and discover what's happening there. Okay. I heard that it also has a great system in terms of gameplay. I've seen some things and I really enjoyed what I've seen so far. So very, very excited to dive more into that. Okay, now in terms of the rest of the punch boards, I don't want to go and unpunch things because we have a ton of tokens, as you can see. Yeah, they need to be unpunched and sorted out carefully. But maybe what I can do for the moment is I can just unpunch one to show you the thickness of the cardboard and all these abilities. The fact that you can just, you know, mix and match and have different things for you to try really adds in the experience, in the gaming experience, because these are character abilities that you can use. You have a value die there that you can use them. It's like a cooldown mechanism, I think, if I remember correctly. So I'm very much looking forward to get this one on the table. Right. That being said, I'm already impressed with what I've seen so far. But wait, because you haven't seen any mini so far. So let's go into this box, which has the minis. It has different, unique, beautiful art on the back. And let's start exploring now the minis. Okay, we have all sorts of different trays, so I'm going to use my knife to open some of those. Okay. Okay, so let's see the minis. Too many to just show one by one. Maybe I can just show you one for each of the sculpts just to get an idea. I don't know the names, but they are quite I need to dive more into the rulebook, but look at the detail. This is amazing. Look at the base, amazing detail, really, really nice quality. Absolutely impressed with it. So one sculpt is this one, this is another one. Very, very vivid, unique, different and captivating miniatures. The poses are amazing, they're very dynamic. I mean, look at that really. We have 6 of those, 3 of those, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those I showed you before, 6 of those, 6 of those, yeah, and 6 of those. These are enemies, obviously. This reminds me of the Strain, where they had these vampires. Very nice, very, very, very nice. Maybe they are vampiric. And now I think these should be some kind of, okay. No, these are not heroes, because we have, no, these should be heroes, but why we have 2 of those? This is a hero. Yeah, this should be Hikaru, right? Yeah, you see the necklace. I mean, amazing, eh? I realized from the necklace that he has that it's a specific character. Okay. But these are amazing miniatures. Nice size, decent size, but very, very highly detailed. Oh my god. No, this was an enemy. This is a character. Yeah, blindfolded. Okay, I haven't seen this one. Okay. Right. Now, setting this aside. These are the, I don't know how you call them, Kulov dice. Very, very nice, beautiful dice, excellent components, small in size, but very large numbers. These are the game main dice. And these are custom, beautifully illustrated, very vivid color dice. Okay, here we have the bases for our heroes, I suppose. Plastic bases. And I'm not going to open those. Some acrylic cubes for the player boards, trackers, etc. Right. Next is this one. And immediately I want to pick up in my hands this amazing miniature. How did they come up with this? This is beautiful, unique, amazing. Okay, this one. Look at the details on the blade, the armor. Everything is absolutely amazing. The fact that you hear me so surprised, look at what he has in the back, on the back. And he has 4 hands, I just noticed, wow. The fact that you hear me really, really impressed. I've seen games with beautiful minis before, okay? Not in a lot of games, but a lot of games have qualitative minis. This one is one of those games. It has very, very unique, one-of-a-kind minis. But they're very, very unique in terms of theme. So that makes immediately the miniatures standing out from the, let's say, from the mainstream, in my opinion. Okay, I'll show you 3 times the same mini, but anyway. Okay, so next, how many they are? They're endless. Of course, you're not going to be using all of them. These are all the minis that you need to use, I suppose, for playing both Act 1 and 2. So you have, that's why you have so many, because you have different encounters and different enemies to face depending on the status that you are in the campaign. Okay, look at that. Wow. So what I'm trying to say is I'm very happy that I got my hands on this copy, super excited. But if you are not lucky to get it still from the website of the company, like I did myself, maybe you should be checking out for the crowdfunding, which is hitting soon. I don't remember exactly the month. I'm going to comment once I check it out again, but it's in autumn. Okay, so reprint a new expansion with more story. So keep an eye. Wow. Okay, I'm speechless. I'm speechless because I was already impressed from the tiles, the exploration and adventure components. But now we're talking about beautiful minis, which are very unique, one of a kind. Beautiful sculpts. This looks like Honda from Street Fighter. But I'm digging it, really nice. Okay. There's so many unique sculpts, so many variety. I mean, even unpainted, this looks beautiful, but imagine if you also paint them. Okay. Okay. So for me to remove this guy, I need to, most probably, it's like the toys, you have to release it from the back. Okay. So, okay, check this one. This is a Dark Shogun, if I'm not mistaken, and it's amazing, amazing. I'm loving what I see. It's a huge mini. It's awesome, awesome. Honestly, it's awesome. Okay. Then we have 3 of those. I'm just trying to keep up the pace because I have so many things to show you to complete the full unboxing. 6 of those. Reminds me of Ninja Turtles for some reason, in a good way. Okay. So let's put this to the side here. This is most probably a tray for tokens, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, we'll find out. This is the last miniature box from the core, and I haven't shown you anything from the expansions yet. Okay. I'm mentioning this because there are additional minis in the expansions, and there is one, if not the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful dragon minis I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of dragons. And I have a lot of dragons in my collection. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Amazing. Okay. And this one is also huge. I believe this was stretch goals unlocked. Absolutely amazing. Right, okay, so this is a base game, if you can call it base. We have 2 more things to show you. One is the solo dedicated experience. I mean, you can still play solo without that, but this is a very, from what I understand, a very solo orientated, unique box. Okay, so let's see what we find inside. We have the what looks like a campaign booklet. We have a solo character, Jubei, some secrets, enemy, secret boxes that I'm not going to open because they're numbered and you have to unlock them as you dive into the solo campaign, I should say it. I don't know, the solo unique expansion. Again, you can play solo without it, but I think this is something that the solo players, I play solo games myself a lot, Rage and Revenge, they're going to love it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I think I'm going to tie myself trying to open these boxes. And anyway, jokes aside, let's see what we have. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Amazing. And I like the fact that they're taking the extra step to tie the large mini to make sure that it doesn't bump out and breaks or anything. Not many companies do that. Wow. 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 Did I say wow? This is our hero. This is another mini. Okay, setting it to the side. Trying to make some space. There are lots of cards. I'm not going to go into the cards because this video is really going to be very lengthy, but these are the Jubet's Curse specific cards, okay, that you have. Let's put them to the side. And these are hidden boxes that I'm not going to open. I don't want to make any spoilers, so I'm going to keep those also to the side. Because I have one more thing to show you, and this is the second expansion, or the first if you start with that, which is the Worth of the Gods. Multiplayer expansion. Innovative AI system called Chain Battle. New heroes, abilities, equipment, missions designed to change your epic confrontations against the sacred beasts. Right. Beautiful cover. Okay. Wrath of the Gods. Scenario booklet. Okay. Additional heroes. Okay, four more heroes. Nice. More options. Lots of cards for the expansion. So I'm just going to show you the minis here again. Actually, I'm really looking forward to show you the dragon. You can see it already. This is one of the best dragons I've seen in the industry. Looks amazing. Amazing. I know I've said amazing many times, but I'm sure you would agree with me here on that one. No matter where you're coming from or what's your expectations. So let's take this out. Okay. We have, let me show you this mini, this beast, sacred beast. Loving it. Okay. Really loving it. New heroes. This is Wrath of the Gods. As if they weren't already angry enough with us. So, this is beautiful. Turtle with a snake around its back. Amazing. And the highlight, I mean, this mini is amazing already, okay, so don't get me wrong, this is fantastic mini, but look at that. Look at this beauty. This is extremely heavy, okay. I'm a tall guy, relatively tall guy, So you can see how this fits in my hands. Amazing detail. And very, very beautifully illustrated here. Sculpted, I should say, not illustrated. Look at that. Reminds me of the dragon in Zelda. Amazing. Okay, so there you have it. I mean, there is a ton of cards which I'm not going to show you because it will just make the video even longer. A ton of cards also, but wow. This is Harakiri Blades of Honor.